Assalamu alaikum everyone, Sam here. Today I decided that I would do somewhat of a response video. It was recently one of my videos I made earlier in March. Kind of blew up a little bit, and there were a lot of questions, a lot of assumptions, and I just wanted to clarify some things. And for those of you who are my friends, don't worry, I'm okay, my feelings aren't hurt. I just wanted to my whole point of my channel is to change the minds of people who are a little bit more closed-minded and don't see that we could change this world. We want to make a difference. But anyways, so here we go. My video was titled, Why Am I Obsessed with Black People? And if we're being honest, that was purely 100% clickbait, so gotcha. And then also sarcasm, because I'm not obsessed. Being obsessed with a particular race is almost equally as dumb as hating an entire race. It's a complexion, it's a skin tone, it doesn't make sense. Just like hating an entire religion, every single follower of that religion are different. They just have similar sets of beliefs. So anyways, let's just dive right into it. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head some of the things that caught my eye, and to those of you who expressed love and solidarity with me, I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. But anyways, so one of the first things that I noticed, a lot of people said that I have low self-esteem, that I hate myself, I have white guilt. I'm a fake Muslim because, I'm not a real Muslim. I just married a black man and became Muslim because I hate myself and I have an identity crisis, what have you. So let me start by saying that I don't harbor any self-hate for my pale skin. I don't wish that I'm any other race. I am who I am, and the color of my skin is irrelevant. I don't have any intentions of even going tanning. I don't care. It's literally skin. I've got freckles. I don't care about those either. I've got blemishes. I don't care about those either. It's skin. The fact that people obsess over it, which is an ironic word for me to use, I know, is stupid. And that's why I used it, because I want people to understand that it's a ridiculous thing. Yes, there are people that are obsessed. There's something wrong with them. But anyways, back to me. So no, I don't hate myself. My nose ring is twisting, sorry. I don't harbor self-guilt or white guilt, I'm sorry. I don't apologize for what other people do. If it's not my actions, I'm not responsible for it. So I'm not a white apologist or whatever you want to call it. Those people are wrong. I don't have that problem. But anyways, as far as me being Muslim goes, clearly there is a large amount of people in the world who do not know that Arabs are not the only Muslims. There are a lot of black Muslims, a lot of white Muslims, a lot of Asian Muslims, a lot of Hispanic Muslims. The list goes on. We're everywhere. Where we come from or what we look like is irrelevant. Islam is a way of life, a belief system. There is one God. We follow one God. Prophet Muhammad is our messenger. That is the basis and the sole purpose of our religion, to please God. So, no, I didn't convert because I'm crazy or confused, what have you. Islam changed my life, and it's one of the most important aspects of my life, if not the most important. And nothing anybody says or does, can change how I feel about being Muslim. This is exactly what I'm supposed to be. This is what was meant for me, and I know that. So those comments, I just brush it off because I know it's people who don't actually know any better. I don't judge people who don't know better, but when you do know and you still choose to be so blindly hateful, that's when the problem comes in. And that's what I speak on all the time. When I bring up Black Lives Matter, that doesn't mean that I hate being white. That means I want to address the racial inequality in our country, and I want to make a difference for everybody. Yes, I have a personal interest in changing it because my children are people of color. They are biracial. And I didn't start caring about racial inequality because my kids are mixed. And if it offends you that I say mixed or use the word black, I'm sorry, but where I come from, those are the most commonly used terms. Every person of color that I know calls themselves black. Here, my mama wants to come play too. And whether they're mixed black and white or mixed Hispanic and Asian, whatever. They call them mixed. They, you know, biracial, yeah, is the term that you should be using, but we just say mixed. It's quick. I don't know. But yeah, I have a personal interest in changing this world. Do you see this beautiful face that's trying to attack my face? I want the world to be better for them. Okay, so ulterior motives, do I have any? Sure. The children of this world that look like her deserve to have equal treatment, just like the rest of them. You know what I mean? And it turns out I'm gonna have to do this video into clips. I usually just do a straight run through with my videos. I prefer it that way, but there's so much that I want to say for this one that and I lose my train of thought pretty regularly. I don't have a very good memory, so I'll just have to stop and then go again when I remember. So I apologize in advance. A lot of people asked, how do my parents or my grandparents feel about my stance with my interracial marriage, with my biracial children, with me being Muslim, my opinion on racial inequality in America, or all over the world for that matter. And I have a very, very simple answer to that. No amount of blood relation will get you loyalty with me, except for my kids. Everybody else, you earn it, period. Even my parents. If they were to disrespect the fact that my children are not white or Caucasian or, you know, whatever you want to call it. I'm sick of being politically correct. I call myself white because I don't have time. Okay, so I'm white, whatever. If they were to disrespect my children or my husband in any manner, cut off, period. I don't care who you are. I do not care who you are, my grandparents. Am I aware of the fact that my ancestors probably owned slaves? Yes. There's a good chance of that. Do I want to know? No, I really don't, because I'm already dealing with the fact that so many people that look like me and that I'm being grouped with are hateful and treat people like they're less than them. I'm not trying to connect to that any more than I already am. So if they're turning over in their graves because I'm not racist, I don't actually care. Their opinions are irrelevant to me because they're not educated people. To me, if you can sit there and just blindly hate a group of people, you're stupid. And that's as specific as I can get on that topic. I don't know. For those who say that I'm lying, that Muslims are racist, or Arabs are racist because they hate black people, I will say that yes, of course there are people in every religion or race or whatever that have these feelings, that feel this way about others. But Islam does not tell them to feel this way. That's the important part of this. Islam tells them that everybody is equal no matter what they look like. Very specifically, and an Arab is not above a non-Arab, and vice versa, just like white is not above black, and vice versa, except for piety. God comes first, not people, not the skin color of the people. God comes first. Simple. And now I'd like to address the comments that said that I am just obsessed with BBC. I'm not going to tell you what that means. I'll let somebody in the comments tell you because it's disgusting. Do I have an obsession with black men? Basically is what you're saying. No. I have an obsession with my husband. He's damn fine. But it's not like a whole category of men. At this point, I've been married almost a decade. I don't really care about the rest of the men in the world. I'm pretty set. He's awesome, so we're good there. But is melanin beautiful? Mashallah, yes, so beautiful. But to say that I have this fixation with black men specifically is super rude and just not true. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you on that one. We went back in the house because the kids were getting tired, and I came back outside and the sun's out, so now it's burning my eyeballs. But I did want to say, I wanted to address, I know a lot of people were offended by my use of the words brothers and sisters, and I get it, you guys, it's not the same, okay? It's not the same when African American people, black people, however you want to refer it without any offense, refer to each other as brothers and sisters. I get that, but that's not why I used it. As Muslims, we call each other brothers and sisters. It's actually a form of respect. I'm having a really hard time keeping my eyes open right now. So when children speak to older Muslims, they would say Sister Anisa, Brother Yusuf. It is a form of respect. It's almost like saying auntie before their name, because that's, you know, that's just what we do. Even, you know, Muslims that are our same age, we call each other brother, sister first, or without even saying their name, hey sis, bro, whatever. That's something that we do as well. So I meant no offense, you know, with that obviously, but we say it too. So I just wanted to make that known as well, I guess. And I will also say that when it comes to things like white privilege, if you are a person that can't admit that it exists, or can't be, you know, have a genuine conversation about the topic, or even be open to it, I don't care to be around you. Because if you can ignore the fact that people are treated differently in this country because they have darker skin than you, I don't know, there's no, I don't want to say convincing, because it's not like I'm trying to get you to believe something that's not true, but you're not grasping the struggles that other Americans face that you don't have to face, and it's not fair. And I don't like when people are so quick to say, well, you know, I live in the hood and da-da-da, whatever, so I'm not getting any white privilege. There is a difference between racial privilege and class privilege. Okay, those are two very different things, and they both plague our society, but racial privilege, white privilege, is exceedingly more prevalent than class privilege. Because at the end of the day, if a rich black athlete gets pulled over by the police, he's being treated just like any other black American. If that's one of those police officers, I'm just gonna leave it there. You know what happens. You know what happens. And this did actually happen. I forget his name, but it was a football player. He was pulled over and he was treated like trash. And his net worth did not matter. So class privilege does exist, yes, and it's a big problem in our country, but that's not the topic that we had at hand. I was speaking on racial inequality. So when you say, well, you know, I'm white and I'm still struggling, that's because you're middle or lower class. That's a completely different topic. So I'm sorry if that bothers you, but it's a different concept. So there's that one as well. So there you guys have it. I'm not obsessed. I just care, you know, I just want to make a little bit of a difference. And, you know, it's been made very clear that that offends a lot of people, and that's okay. I'm going to continue doing what I've always wanted to do, and that's changed this world. So that being said, I'm entirely sure that I forgot multiple things that I wanted to bring up in this video, but I'm sure that this is going to be quite long anyway, so that's fine if we have to do a part 3 or if we just forget about it. You know, it's whatever. But that's all I have for right now, you guys. So, you know, as always, I love you so much, and I appreciate you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know you want to. But yeah, that's all we've got, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.